Hey. Hey, what's up? This is the Isness, and I'm here with our um, Friday edition of WTF News. And basically, um, we are here to what's really going on with this news story. So basically, we have a story about a woman who, a quote unquote black woman, that's how she's being reported, and she just tried to burn down uh, Martin Luther King's home, his childhood home. So the story says a woman is accused of trying to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home in Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday, and a pair of off duty New York police officers uh, just so happened to be there along with some Utah tourists, and they intervened as they came up on the scene. So basically, they caught her. The Atlanta police chief, Darren Shosherbaum, said that the woman was allegedly pouring what smelled like gasoline on the house. And so there's some video footage of this, and so let's check it out. All right. Here we go.
The birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., doused in gasoline in an arson attempt. Tonight, one person is behind bars. What we know about them and the home damaged tonight. That is where we begin on News Edge at 11. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes. Atlanta police say that a woman is in custody after trying to burn Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home to the ground. A good Samaritan stopped the woman just before the disaster struck. Fox 5's Rob Durienzo live for us at the scene tonight. Rob, what more do we know?
Tom, such a bizarre situation playing out here earlier this evening. The good news is, though, this could have ended so much worse. But thanks to those quick thinking actions from those good Samaritans, everything is okay here. You can see things have quieted down from even within the last hour. Earlier today, APD, along with federal agents and national park agents, were out here earlier. Right now, there are just so many questions that still remain. We have some incredible video of this incident, though. I want you to take a look at this. Witnesses say that is the suspect in the act holding that red canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m. They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystanders, who included two off-duty NYPD officers, jumped into action and pinned her down until APD showed. Later, they told cops they intervened when they saw her try to light a lighter.
Had a big 5-gallon gas can in her hand and was going like this over the bushes. So I figured she was, related to maintenance for the building or something, was just trying to water the bushes. But it wasn't coming out, and she seemed a little irritated and a little on edge.
If the witnesses hadn't been here and interrupted what she was doing, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames. It was really about the timing and the witnesses being in the right place at the right time.
She finished dumping the gas and dropped it into the bushes. At that point, I called 911 on my phone, stopped recording.
And just within the last half hour, the King Center released a statement thanking first responders, saying, quote, "Fortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful thanks to the brave intervention of Good Samaritans and the quick response of law enforcement," adding, "Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act." Now, police tell us the woman is facing charges of a criminal attempted interference with government property and attempted arson. She could also be facing more federal charges because this is a federally protected property. That's latest from here live in downtown Atlanta. Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Oh, goodness, just so hard to believe. And thank goodness that home didn't go up in flames, Rob. Thanks for the latest. The home on Auburn Avenue dates back to 1895. Dr. King's parents moved into the home in 1926, and he and his siblings were all born there. In 1968, plans were made to begin restoring the home as a museum. The MLK birth home closed at the end of November for restoration work. It was scheduled to reopen in 2025.
All right, so
I'll recognize the gentleman from North Carolina.
it's so you can see is that she was arrested. Now, if you took a look at the news clip, her face was blurred out. So what I'm finding strange about this story is there's a great attempt to protect her feelings, and to protect her face. So what should be happening is there should be some type of a hate crime charge, but we'll see. And so here she is in the middle of the day or the early evening.
What are you doing? No, that's gasoline.
Was there some type of direction? Or you just felt like this is what you needed to do? Okay, Cherokee War Chief, what on the earth does that have to do with an MLK? Same mentality.
So this is edited.
And that's why he's putting you in a position in which you can still breathe,
They're on their way.
but you're
Nobody's trying to hurt you. We just want to make sure the house, nothing happens to it. And
Are you comfortable, young lady?
Looking at this print.
Okay, as long as you can breathe and you're comfortable, we're good.
no, it's the police are on their way. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hear you cooling.
It's fine. The police are on their way.
Okay, so if it's a real emergency, like there's no emergency vehicles.
Well, it seems like they didn't know the address. Here they come.
Okay, I hear something.
So, as I said earlier, there just so happen to be some police around. She's doing it in the middle of the day, extremely obvious. She's dressed like a criminal. She's in all black. And this edited video is somewhat edited because you didn't see her become arrested or even being laid on the sidewalk.
Here they come.
Opposite direction.
You doing okay? So me and him were looking at the house, just checking it out. We're not from here. And she came up behind us, had a gas can. And at first she just seemed like she was kind of doing her thing. Like I thought maybe she was watering the.
Where is her shoes?
I guess something.
To be using the gas can
Yeah.
to water the plants.
And then she had trouble getting it open. So eventually she unscrewed the top and threw it to the ground and walked up on the porch and under the rope and started dumping the gas all over the porch. So instantly it's like, okay, this is not good. And I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you could smell the gas. So she came back down. She dropped the can in the bushes and then came back down to grab her lighter.
So let's go ahead and cover. Hey man, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be checked out by Grady or something? What's going on today? You want to stand up for us? You all right? What's going on? You know your name? Step back over here. Well, we can go back.
The leaves off of her. Oh my gosh, I'm just a mom. I'm sorry. This is her phone?
This is her keys. This is her car right here.
Yes, and that's her car. You got the keys also? This is the ladder that was on her? Right.
Okay, so here she is. Her name is Laneisha Henderson, and she is a military service member. So I brought this to show that I just find it really strange what is going on. Now we're on her Facebook. Her Facebook is wide open. I find that awfully strange. She the last thing that she posted is free MLK York, which is a cult member who was arrested for child abuse in New York. You also see her with, she posted this, which is awfully strange. So, you know, so a lot of, you can see that a lot of stuff, the content was taken down, but not everything. So somebody is trying to let you know, for instance, that she drinks alcohol, or that there's some stuff about depression. So I guess that's the narrative. So, you know, we also see that she's a Kamala Harris fan. So, you know, I'm not sure what this is about. I don't know if this a Jussie Smollett um eh, is this a Jussie Smollett type of incident where someone was going to burn the house down and make it appear to be a different story. This is like a really strange story. So I thought I'll bring it to you. And there's one other thing that I do want to point out is I'm not quite sure if she's African, quote unquote, African American. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes they will put this on a quote unquote Black woman. But if you look at her, she looks somewhat like, let's say, Trayvon Martin's mother. So she looks like a younger version of her. So I believe it looks like she might be part of the Haitian community. And I say that just to clarify, because a lot of times these different crimes are put on the American community, and it's not us. So I thank you guys. I thank everybody for listening. And I thought that I'll bring this story about this woman who tried to burn down an iconic structure. So hopefully she's charged with a hate crime. All right. Thank you. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening.